أفضل صلواتك بعدد معلوماتك وبارك وسلم وصل عليه. Take it from ayah number 21. Kalla ne idha dukkatil ardu dakkan dakka, when the earth is ground to powder, shaken to its utmost, it will turn to powder. Got it? And that happened to the epicenter with every earthquake. Got it? In the epicenter, the mountain turned to powder. Kalla iza dukkatil ardu dakkan dakka. So it means that the entire earth will turn to powder. So means that in the whole globe, wherever there are the epicenters, all of them will be activated. Got it? Now, only one epicenter gets activated. But at that time, all the epicenters will get activated. Kalla iza dukkatil ardu dakkan dakka. Nay, iza dukkatil ardu dakkan dakka. When the earth is ground to powder, waja'a rabbuka wal malaku saffan saffa, and your Lord comes with the angels in rows. So Lord is everywhere. وَهُوَ مَعَكُمْ أَيْنَمَا كُنْتُمْ. As we have discussed in detail that where is Allah? Got it? So as in Holy Quran, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, Ar-Rahmanu ala al-Arsh istawa. So the literal meaning is that then Rahman became okay on the throne. Got it? So now the Salaf means Imam Sufyan Sawri, Imam Malik and Imam Ahmad ibn Hanbal. When we Salaf, so we say Salaf in Ilmul Aqaid. So we means these three great Imams. Imam Sufyan Sawri, Imam Malik and Imam Ahmad ibn Hanbal. And this term, as I mentioned again and again, that this is the term in Ilmul Kalam, not in Ilmul Fiqh. That is a type of misquoting. When some people call themselves that we are Salafiyya. Got it? So if it's Salafiyya, you mean the ancient people. So then Imam Abu Hanifa rahmatullahi alayhi is more ancient than Imam Malik, because he was older than him. Got it? Because Salaf mean the past, elderly people. Got it? Or the great people. So he was. And if you are using it as a term, so this term was not for fiqh, that term was for ilm al-aqaid. But as Imam Ahmad and Imam Shafi rahimahumullah, they are taking nas literally. Imam Malik is so. But Imam Ahmad and Imam Shafi, they are taking nas literally. Imam Abu Hanifa rahmatullah alayhi is taking a nas liberally. And Imam Malik so. Sometime literally and sometime liberally. So now literally taking a nas means that what is the meaning of a word in dictionary? So you have to translate it the same way. So now Ar-Rahmanu ala al-Arsh istawa. Then Rahman, he became okay on his throne. Yes, so became okay on his throne, so it means that he sat on throne. So where he was sitting before creation of Arsh and throne. Because Arsh, that is not Qadim. Qadim is only one entity. How many entities are Qadim? Only one. That is Tawheed. Got it? So where Rahman was sitting before that? That is number one. And number two, this only for academic purpose. This is foolishness when people are debating these issues. These issues are of any use in deen. You would be questioned by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in qabr. That is mentioned in 3 questions by the Nakir and Munkar. Say, or anybody has told you that on the day of judgment, Allah will ask you that what you were thinking about Ar-Rahmanu ala al-Arsh istawa. Mawla Yusuf, yes. He will ask us. So I don't know what's wrong with the mullahs. Yes, that's only a business. Yes, to have a group. Yes. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala forgive and forbid. So that's why Yahya ibn Mu'az al-Razi, who? Yahya ibn Mu'az al-Razi, he is a mutakallim alim. So some people ask him, Ain Allah, where is Allah? So he said, Aina Khan, where he was. Because this dispute was going on at that time as well. That's why Abu Hanifa rahmatullah alayh, he was very angry with the Mu'tazila, that may Allah curse them that these people brought these issues to general public. Got it? So he said, Aina Khan, where he was. So the guy posed another question, that Aina Khan, where he was. So he says, Aina huwa al-an, where he is now. Yes. He said, where is Allah? He said, where he was. He said, where he was? He said, where he is now. Got it? Yes. So he said that I was not asking for this answer. He said, you asked me about Allah, so that is the answer. Yes, if you are looking for another answer, that will not be for a qadim, that will be for something hadith. Got it? Got it? Yes. Or not it? And that's why Imam Jafar as-Sadiq, raziyallahu ta'ala an, he said that it does not make sense that Allah is in something or on something. Huwa fi shay'in aw ala shay'in. Huwa fi shay'in aw ala shay'in. If you say that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is in something or on something, so it means you put limits to him. Got it? Yeah. And the entity of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has limits. Yeah. So anyhow, now this type of ayat, that is the madhab of Imam Sufyan Sawri, Imam Ahmad ibn Hanbal, Imam Malik rahimahumullah. So they say that we are not going to interpret it, just we translate it literally. On the other hand, there is Imam Abu Hanifa and Imam Shafi rahimahumullah. And they are represented by their followers. Imam Shafi by Imam Abu al-Hasan al-Ash'ari, and Imam Abu Hanifa by Imam Abu Mansur al-Maturidi. So Imam Ash'ari and Imam Maturidi, they say if we will translate only literally, it will confuse people. When you will say that Allah is sitting on his throne, so then the next question is that how big the throne is. Yes, number one. And number two, when Allah is sitting on that, so he is hanging his legs. Yes? Or he is sitting like this, or he is leaning to something, or like the chair. Got it?
Yes.
So that will confuse the people that he has body. Got it?
Yes.
So that's why they say that we have to explain it. Yes, a little bit. To protect the iman of people not to get confused about Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So they say that this is proverb. Ar-Rahmanu ala al-arsh istawa. Got it? So our President Joe Biden, before becoming president, he was not sitting on chair.
Yes.
Say,
Yes.
he was sitting on chair. But when he took the oath, yes, so as a proverb, you can use the words like this, that he sat on chair. So he was sitting on chair before that as well. Got it? Sat on chair mean his rule established. Got it? So Allah created the whole world. So it means that the world established and the kingdom and domain established. Got it? So that's why Imam Ash'ari and Imam Abu Mansur Maturidi, they said that the domain established. Yes, or if we say translation, that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is on his arsh, so then they say kama yaliqu bishanihi. As this is okay for his greatness. As that is okay for his greatness. Further detail we don't know. So same is the case of waja'a rabbuka, that your Lord will come. So where he is, that he will come. Got it? Waja'a rabbuka. Waja'a rabbuka, and your Lord will come, wal malaku, and the angels, saffan saffan, in rows. Angels will come in rows, like the army is marching. When the army is marching, so they are in row or not?
Yes.
They are not marching like a crowd. They are disciplined, because army mean what? Forces mean discipline. Got it? You have not seen a bunch of scorpions. What? Scorpions. If you will go to desert, and when the bunch of scorpions are migrating from one place to another, so they are migrating in not in tens, in hundreds. Yes. So they are migrating. And when they are migrating, so they are not marching in line, they are jumping on one another. Yes, like this, yes. Even though if you will look into the whole of scorpions, so they are also, they cannot sit with aram. They are very hyper. So they are, yes, jumping on one another and like this. So when they are creeping, so they are doing the same thing. When they were jumping on one another and going, so somebody asked them that, who is your leader? It means that a big bunch of birds are going, so they have a leader, they follow it. Yes or not?
Yes.
And certain other animals are, the reptiles even. So somebody asked them that, you don't have a leader, who is your leader? Who is your leader? He said that touch the butt of anyone, he is leader. Because the moment you will touch the butt, mean the tail, yes, so he will sting. Got it? So he said that, now the ulama say that it means that those who do not have leader, yes, and everybody is trying to be a leader, they are just like scorpions, yes, touching their butt and they will sting. So anyhow, waja'a rabbuka wal malaku saffan saffa, and your Lord will come, wal malaku, and the angels saffan saffan saffina. Saffan saffan saffina, in rows. وَجِيءَ يَوْمَئِذٍ بِجَهَنَّمَ, and hell will be brought yawmaizin on that day. Waji'a yawmaizin bi jahannama. Now Jannat and Jahannam will not be created later on. Already they both exist. Already they both exist. Got it? But on the day of judgment, they will be brought forth. They will be. وَأُزْلِفَتِ الْجَنَّةُ لِلْمُتَّقِينَ. Islaf mean? What is Islaf? قُرِّبَتْ وَقُرِّبَتِ الْجَنَّةُ لِلْمُتَّقِينَ. Got it? That Jannat will be brought forth. So the people may not have that much difficulty to go to Jannah. Got it? وَجِيءَ يَوْمَئِذٍ بِجَهَنَّمَ, and hell will be brought يَوْمَئِذٍ on that day. يَوْمَئِذٍ on that day يَتَذَكَّرُ الْإِنسَانُ. Tazakkara, yatazakkaru tazakkuran, when somebody is recalling his memory. Recalling his memory. يَوْمَئِذٍ يَتَذَكَّرُ الْإِنسَانُ, on that day a man will recall his memory. وَأَنَّى لَهُ الذِّكْرَى. وَأَنَّى لَهُ الذِّكْرَى. So, Anna. Well, Yusuf?
Yes.
Anna. That is in the meaning of Ana and Kefa both. Tafsir says, then when it comes before verb, so then it means kef. And when it comes before harf, letter or noun, so then it means in. قال يا مريم أنى لك هذا. So lam after anna, that is harf, that is fail, or that is noun? That is harf. So anna is in the meaning of ena. Min ena laki haza. Where from you got it? And fa'atu harthakum anna shaytum. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, your wife or your wives are harsul lakum, the place to sow crop therein. Hars mean the place to sow crop therein. Fatu harsakum, so come to your farm. Anna shaytum. Shaytum is harf or noun? Shaytum is fail. So anna is in the meaning of kaifa. Fatu harsakum kaifa shaytum. So come to the farm as you like. Because if we will translate it, that aina shaytum. So the other place there is no crop. There is no sowing. That is a waste. So, Hamad, when he comes from school, so he is watching our TV in the living room, the cartoon. So we bother him. So sometime Ubaid say that now it is my turn. So he turn off the TV and he is crying. Sometime I bother him that, okay, Hamad, you watch for 10 hours. So now it is my turn. So one day we bothered him a lot. So he was crying and he said that you both ruined my life. وَجِيءَ يَوْمَئِذٍ بِجَهَنَّمَ يَوْمَئِذٍ يَتَذَكَّرُ الْإِنسَانُ. On that day man will recall his memory. وَأَنَّا لَهُ الذِّكْرَى and min aina lahu zikra. So where from he will get the memory? Where from he will get his memory? And second meaning, يَوْمَئِذٍ يَتَذَكَّرُ الْإِنسَانُ on that day man will try to have the admonition. To have the admonition means to listen to admonition and to accept iman. وَأَنَّا لَهُ الذِّكْرَى. But on that day, where from he will get iman? Iman is not available on that day. Iman is not available on that day. يَوْمَئِذٍ يَتَذَكَّرُ الْإِنسَانُ وَأَنَّا لَهُ الذِّكْرَى. So tazakkur lil iman. يَوْمَئِذٍ يَتَذَكَّرُ الْإِنسَانُ لِيُؤْمِنَ وَأَنَّا لَهُ الذِّكْرَى. But where from will be that admonition for him to get iman? يَقُولُ, he will say, يَا لَيْتَنِي alas. Ya laytani alas qaddamtu li hayati, would that I had sent forth for this life of mine something good. Alas qaddamtu li hayati, alas would that I had sent forth proper aqeedah and righteous deeds for this life of mine. And second meaning, يَقُولُ, he will say, يَا لَيْتَنِي alas قَدَّمْتُ لِحَيَاتِي قَدَّمْتُ فِي حَيَاتِي فِي الدُّنْيَا. Alas, what that I have done before in that world, good deeds. What that I have done and practiced in that world, good deeds. فَيَوْمَئِذٍ, so on that day, لَا يُعَذِّبُ عَذَابَهُ أَحَدٌ. لَا يُعَذِّبُ عَذَابَهُ. So this azabah, this is mansoob. And mansoob, Mawli Yusuf needs a amil. So here is no amil. So how it became mansoob? So what is that? And that is not amil nasiba. If muqaddar, la yu'azzibu ka'azabihi ahadun. So the actual wording was la yu'azzibu ka'azabihi ahadun. But when kaf, which is jarrah, which is jarrah or khafidh, what? Hafidh, yes. So you have studied in Nahv, but recall your memory. Yes, we say that mansoob bina'an ala naz'il khafiz. Mansoob bina'an ala naz'il khafiz. The amil jarra, we throw it away, so azabihi turn to azabahu. You should write it. فَيَوْمَئِذٍ, so on that day, لَا يُعَذِّبُ عَذَابَهُ لَا يُعَذِّبُ كَعَذَابِهِ أَحَدٌ. And then write it down, that mansubun ala naz'il khafiz. أو لنزع الخافض instead of ala. منصوب للنزع الخافض. No, على نزع الخافض لا نصب الحافظ. على نزع الحافظ. Nizam mean, yes, taking it out. You took it out. When you took it out, so it turned from azabihi to azabahu. Got it? Yes. Or not? Don't say that otherwise Hafiz ibn Hajib will sue you in a court of law. That he is destroying the whole grammar. فَيَوْمَئِذٍ لَا يُعَذِّبُ عَذَابَهُ أَحَدٌ. So on that day, لَا يُعَذِّبُ كَعَذَابِهِ أَحَدٌ. No one will punish as he punishes. No one can punish as Allah punishes. It means exemplary punishment. It means may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala forgive and forbid. May Allah protect all of us. فَيَوْمَئِذٍ لَا يُعَذِّبُ عَذَابَهُ كَعَذَابِهِ أَحَدٌ وَلَا يُوثِقُ وَثَاقَهُ كَوَثَاقِهِ وَلَا يُوثِقُ وَثَاقَهُ أَحَدٌ, and no one will bind as he bind and tie. As Allah will tie, that the person will not be able to move even. He will not be able to move. So on that day, the punishment Allah will give, nobody can give such like punishment. The tie He will do, nobody can tie in such a way. Ya ayyatuhan nafsul mutma'inna. It will be said, Ya ayyatuhan nafsul mutma'inna, or you the one. Ya ayyatuhan nafsul mutma'inna, or you the one. So nafs, it has more than one meaning. Sometimes it means self. Sometimes it means soul. Sometimes it means nafs natiqa according to mantiqiyin. Ya ayyatuhan nafsul mutma'inna. It will be said, O you, the one in complete rest or satisfaction. Itmi'nan means satisfaction. Ya ayyatuhan nafsul mutma'inna. So it means that on that day, Ahli Iman will be satisfied. Ahli Iman will be satisfied. Ya ayyatuhan nafsul mutma'inna, or the one in complete satisfaction. Irji'i, go back, ila rabbika, to your Lord, raziyatan marziyatan, raziyatan marziyatan, raziyatan lirabbiha, raziyatan lirabbiha, marziyatan minhu. What use of word?
Radiyatan li rabbiha.
Mardiyatan minhu. Yes. Irji'i ila rabbiki, go back to your Lord. Raziyatan, raziyatan, pleasing Him. What? Pleasing Him. Marziyatan, and being pleased by Him. So you will go, you will be pleasing Him, and you will be pleased by Him. Go back, raziyatan marziyah. And that's what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said about Sahaba rizwanullahi alayhim ajma'in. Raziyallahu anhum wa razu anhu. That Allah is happy with them and they are happy with Allah. So Allah is happy with them, it means that they are raziyatan li rabbiha. And they are pleased by Allah because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So it means that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will give them such like delights that for sure. Not they, we, inshallah, we will be there. Yes, that we will be happy. Yes. Irji'i ila rabbiki radiyatan mardiyatan. Fadkhuli fi ibadi. Fadkhuli fi ibadi. So now, as I told you, that the word nafs, that is sometime for self, sometime for the person himself, the body, and sometime that is for his soul, and sometime for nafs natiqa. Now nafs natiqa and aql, these are two different elements, or one and the same element in human body. So the philosophers, they say that in this world is combination of jawhar and arad. These are terms, no translation. Jawhar and araz. So araz is something which does not have an existence, but when that is pasted to a jawhar, like colors. So look at me, colors do not have existence. It needs something material to show itself. Yes or not?
Yes.
Yes. So the color is araz. Quality. Yes, quality is not something that is apparent itself that you can indicate to it separately. Yes, but you will touch the jawhar. This is jawhar because this is physical structure. You will touch it, best quality. What? Best quality. So what is the quality? Show me the quality out of this fabric. Can you? Show me the whiteness out of this wall or this board. Whiteness does not have an existence, but only when that is pasted to a jawhar. Got it?
Yes.
For yourself?
Yes.
So that's what I'm telling you, mullahs, that why you are not studying logic and philosophy in madrasas. You destroyed everything. Yes, you ruined our life. Like Ahmad. Got it? So what is jawhar? So jawhar is something which has its own existence. It does not depend on something else. Got it? So now look, this cup, this is jawhar, this bottle, this is jawhar, yes, this pepper, this is jawhar. Because its own existence does not depend on something else. It exists. Got it? So that's why the philosophers, they say the jawhar is wujida kana la fi mawzu'in. For its original, for its existence, it does not need anything to depend on. Got it? But araz is wujida kana fi mawzu'in. Without mawzu', it cannot exist. Got it? Yes. Or not it? Yes. But then, jawhar is of two types. One is called material and the other one is called immaterial. So even though the philosophers, from the very beginning, they are not talking about angels. Yes? The Muslim philosophers, they say that angels, they are immaterial jawhar. They are what? Immaterial jawhar. But the secular philosophers, they are not talking about angels. So they say immaterial jawhar, that is nafs and aql, an element in human body, inside nafs and aql. And immaterial, so you cannot indicate in human body that this is nafs and this is aql. Can you? Got it? But they differentiate them both. That is the same element. But when it does not plane anything, so that is called aql. It does not plane, so that is called aql. But when it starts planing, so then that is called nafs natiqa. That's called what? Nafs natiqa. So aql has the talent to plane. But as long as it is not planing, so that is called aql. But when it starts planing, that is nafs natiqa. Got it? To make you understand, an officer, government officer, in any office or whatever, yes, as long as he is not there in his office, he is considered a common man. Yes or not? But the moment he takes his place, then his status automatically changes. Got it? The judge outside the court, he's a common layman. But the moment he comes out of the retiring room and takes its chair, so then he turns to Lord, my Lord. Yes? Otherwise you will call him outside Zayd, Amr, Bakr, whatever his name is. Yes, or you can call him, oh, mister. Yes. Got it? But when he takes his position and he sits there, and the black gown. What? The black gown. So then he turns from Mr. So-and-so to what? My lord. Yes. When the attorney is addressing him, my lord, or your lordship. Got it? He became nafs natiqa now. Otherwise, that is the same flesh and the same structure and stature. Yes, a skeleton. Or when he sat in the chair, so skeleton changed? In the flesh? And the blood? Yes, and his tissues. And the cells. DNA. Nothing changed. Nothing changed. But he started now planning. He started. Now you understood?
Yes.
That what is nafs and what is aql?
Yes.
Got it? And Jawhar, which is material one. So that will be either a place for another Jawhar, or it will be placed in another Jawhar. Either it will be a place for another Jawhar will sit in, or it will be placed in another Jawhar, that he is sitting in something, or will be a combination of both. Will be what? A combination. So if that is a place for another Jawhar, so the falasifa, they call it Hayula. They call it what? Hayula. And if that is placing in another Jawhar, so they call it Surati Jismi. They call it what? Surati Jismi. So my Surati Jismi, and whatever shape my body has, that is placed in Hayula. But Hayula is such a thing, you cannot indicate to that this is Hayula. Hayula is actually the capability which accepts the shapes. Which accept the shape. In donkey, it accepts the donkey shape. In dog, it accepts the donkey shape. In the thermos, it accepted. Yes, because they say, if that is not, so how the Surati Jismi, it took place. It took place in Hayula. What is Hayula? So they say that that is a Jawhar. That's what? That is a Jawhar which places. Surati Jismi. And if that is a combination of both, yani Surati Jismi placed in Hayula, so it became combination. Two things, Hayula plus Surati Jismi. So then the falasifa call it Al-Jism Al-Talimi. That is called what? Al-Jism Al-Talimi. So Al-Jism Al-Talimi, it has dimensions. It has dimensions. 3 dimensions. The length, the width, and the depth. At-tul wal-'arz wal-'unq. Got it? So anyhow, wa sallallahu ta'ala ala khairi khalqi Muhammad wa alihi wa sahbihi ajma'in.